We'll see Donaire is trying to feint and set Stephon Young up for something. Once again, nice uppercut. Hit him right in that left eye again.
As we are 50% of the way done of round number 4. And Donaire is looking to add in a left hook that connected. He's also trying to set up an uppercut, that being Nonito Donaire.
Yeah, he's just walking Stephon Young down now, and it seems like he knows that he's hurt. You can see Stephon Young blinking. That right eye is really bothering him at this point. And he's just walking to Stephon Young because there's nothing coming back.
When Stephon Young, his eyes have opened up considerably in the sense that he is really thinking and trying to observe and get away from the big punches of Nonito Donaire. Nonito Donaire with a 57% knockout percentage, has 271 rounds entering this matchup.
And you can see Donaire, he's not even worried about the power of Stephon Young coming back. He's just walking forward, willing to take one to give one at this point.
Don't hold.
Mark Nelson warning about to tell the fighters not to hold. Now blood coming from the nostrils of Stephon Young. So now he is starting to show some of the effects of those right hands from Nonito Donaire.
Stop! Don't punch. Don't grab him like that. Obey the bell here, guys.
Stephon Young going back to the corner, and he has some work to do.
You can see him walking forward, boom, throwing that uppercut coming right between the gloves. He knows that Stephon Young has the earmuffs on and leaning forward, which sets him up perfectly for that left uppercut right there.
And he landed right on the button, did Nonito Donaire. And there's Stephon Young answering back, though, but Donaire threw that right hand over the top.
Yeah, and he counters him, and that's exactly what champions do. He tried to catch it and shoot, but he wasn't able to catch it, but the shoot worked because he came right over the top of that shot, Donaire.
Round 5, this one is scheduled for 12. Nonito Donaire. Stephon Young, Donaire the champion, having beat Ryan Burnett by 4th round TKO because Burnett could not continue. And Donaire starting off and going right to the body of Stephon Young to start the 5th round.
Yeah, and you see when he came out in the 5th round and he's straight right hands, he threw 2 in a row, and it looks like he's just going to try to go after Stephon Young at this point and try to finish him. That's the attitude that he has at this point.
Well, Stephon Young, who showed glimpses in the 2nd and the 3rd, now he realizes he is in some deep waters. The question is, can he survive and keep himself afloat against Donaire?
And that's what he has to do right there. He has to stand his ground at some point and not let Nonito continue to come forward and pot shot him.
Well, Donaire is using his jab to get on the inside, and then he whacks him with the right hand. There's a jab followed by a right for Donaire.
And you know, he's trying to make a stand and he's scoring, but it seems like it's just not enough. He doesn't have enough pop for Nonito Donaire to respect him, because Nonito Donaire continues to walk forward.
When he has a good defense, does Donaire, he is, and an uppercut that backed up and snapped the head back to Young. I think Donaire knows that he has Young hurt.
Yeah, he does. He's sensing a wounded prey right now, and that's why he's continuing to turn it on.
And also, Kendall, there's a
nice
big
counter shot.
Young sat down in his punch, and he landed, and he connected with a straight left.
Yeah, this is something that he has to do to make Nonito respect him.
Look, you cannot count out Stephon Young, and taking a look at the punch stat numbers, overwhelming for Nonito Donaire. And there's an uppercut by Nonito Donaire under a minute left here in round number 5.
Listen, you got to give it to Stephon Young, though. 3 days notice. He takes this fight. He's fighting a 4-time world champion, and he's coming out and he's giving it his all.
You cannot question the heart of Stephon Young, and there's a right hand backing up Young. And Donaire aiming to put Young with his back on the ropes. If you're Young, he's got to get out. He needs to stay in the center of that ring.
Absolutely. He cannot get on the ropes whatsoever. That's exactly where Donaire wants you, as he's backing him up to the ropes again. That's exactly how he started to punish Ryan Burnett in his previous fight. Nice shot by Young.
As we near the end of the 5th between Nonito Donaire and Stephon Young.
Into Donaire's uppercut. Donaire knows that shot is there, but you see Stephon Young right there going to the ropes, trying to throw that straight left hand. That's the one thing that Donaire has to be careful about. He can't walk in without his defense.
Well, I think there's a point, Kendall, as we begin the 6th round, that Donaire takes risks because he knows he can. And he will absorb a shot just so that he can get Young comfortable, just sit in the pocket more, and then he can throw the combinations and blast away on him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's strategy. That's championship pedigree. Nonito knows what he's doing. 36 years old, 4-time world champion, so he knows all the tricks of the trade.
And you know what is startling more than anything, Kendall, is guys in the lighter weight classes, I'm talking about 30 on down, when you're 30 years of age, you're considered an old man.
Right.
An old man.
That's true.
And the fact that Donaire is 36 years of age, fighting here at 118, a world champion at 18,
right.
That is it's almost unprecedented in many ways.
It's unprecedented because you look at him, he still has the reflexes, he still has the speed, he still has the legs, he still has the power. That's what's so surprising at these lower weight classes. 36 years old, most guys don't have all of that left, but Nonito Donaire does.
Now, I'm not going to lie to the audience and say that Nonito Donaire has the flash that he did when he was 22.
Right.
But he has gotten smarter. Placement of his punches. He's economical when he throws. Everything is calculated, and there's a reason for why he does what he does.
Exactly. And, you know, rather than being the Filipino Flash, he's more like the Filipino Thunder.
Exactly.
at this point.
We'll see if Donaire has certainly been throwing quite a bit of thunder. There's a nice combination for Stephon Young, something that has been absent from his repertoire since the 3rd round.
You know, you got to give it to Stephon Young. Listen, he's biting down. He knows that he's down in this fight. He knows that he's outgunned, but he's biting down, sitting down, and trading shots. Once again, as you can see him connecting right there with Donaire.
Well, Donaire cannot get too comfortable because Young certainly has quite a bit of pop on the punches, and you know, Kendall, having been inside the ring, the punches that are the most dangerous are those in which you do not see.
The ones that you do not see will debilitate you, and you know, that's why Stephon Young has to be careful of that uppercut when he puts the earmuffs on, because you can't see that shot coming.
And there are not many guys who have physical attributes, and a guy that had earmuff defense was that, as you mentioned him earlier, Winky Wright. There are not many guys that have those long of arms and biceps to be able to evade. And there's a back down goes Young on a thunderous left hook!
And that is the vaulted power that we're talking about. Nonito Donaire at this weight class, 118 pounds. Everybody better watch out.
Good night, Stephon Young. Nonito Donaire decapitating Young.
Wow, what a left hook.
Oh, my goodness. And now we await, we hope that Young is okay. He's moving.
Just assist the doctor.
But what
let the doctor talk.
a thunderous one-punch knockout from Nonito Donaire.
And I can tell you guys, Nonito Donaire, what a gentleman. He's sitting there. He knows that was a shot that could change a fighter's career at that point. The shot that he was hit with. And Nonito Donaire showing concern for his opponent. What a gentleman. But listen, you got to give it to Stephon Young. He came out here on 3 days' notice and fought hard. Unfortunately, it ended up like this for him.
Talk about a candidate for knockout of the year here in 2019. Oh, my goodness.
It was unbelievable. I mean, it came out of nowhere. But once again, we talk about his power at 118. Yeah, he carried some power up to 122 and 126. But when he comes back to a lower weight class at 118, you're looking at a guy that probably has the most power in this division. As you can see right here, he comes back with the level. Bam!
Boom!
Hit him
Good
right
night.
on the chin. And that was it.
Good night. See ya.
I tell you what, he could have knocked out a racehorse with that left hook.
Look, and Stephon Young left his chin in the air, waited too long. Boom!
Sure did.
Night-night.
In the fundamentals, he did not have his right hand up. A lot of that has to do with fatigue. But you can see right here, Nonito Donaire sees the open shot. Boom!
He was unconscious going to the canvas.
He was
unconscious before his back smacked, and then bang. You never want to see that, and thankfully he's okay. He's